Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Donald H. Jones Stadium here at the Kiski campus. Welcome you to tonight's home lacrosse game. We have Spire Academy from up Cleveland area travel down, take on our. I'm getting all that feedback in my ear now.
Let's try it again. I was having some technical difficulties there, and I think maybe Danny just want to fix that. Is it good? Because it took a while for it to replay. Yep.
Stadium here at Kiski. And again, Spire Academy coming in from Cleveland to face the Cougars. Cougars coming. Nope. Still got that. Still got the replay, Danny. Okay. Once again, folks, we'll get back with you. Still, still, we'll work on our technical difficulties and try to get it figured out before game time. Okay, we're going to try this once again. Again, still trying to figure out this mic. I think Danny might have got it figured out this time, Danny. I haven't got the replay back into my ear yet, and it seems to be working. Cougars coming in on a two-game win, 2 wins in a row over the weekend. Was it 15-4 against St. Andrews College from up in Toronto, up by Toronto, Canada, and then Sunday was a 16-9 or 17-9 win against Blue Ridge School from down by Charlottesville, Virginia. Spire Academy, I'm not sure what their record is. I believe they're a first-year program, just starting up lacrosse. They look like they have some big boys out there, though, Danny. I mean, this number one, he's a he's got some tree trunk legs on him, and I mean he's tall, and they got some nice sized guys. They just don't seem to have a lot of them. We'll see what they're about. Looks like they might be a little physical team. Uh, we'll, we'll see what happens here. Our Cougars are coming in. We again 2 games in a row with the wins. Cougars seem to be putting it together, even though they've had some injuries. Still some key players out, but they seem to be putting it together and doing a typical Kiski season of sharing the ball, multiple people scoring goals and with assists. Uh, Yes, 12-minute quarters, please. Once again, we'll have Danny Lee up here working the camera for us. Mrs. Kinderman is going to be working the scoreboard again. And we got a new guy, Aiden Gendersack, up here going to be working the clock with us. Thank you, Aiden, for coming up and helping us out. We appreciate it. It's a nice warm day. Rain has been off and on. It's sprinkled a little bit about 40 minutes ago, but it's kind of over now. Cougars are also playing a baseball game at this time, so our crowd isn't normally what it would be, but we still have our good parent support. Mr. Hart made it up from North Carolina. The Cougars are down here in front of me. Mr. and Mrs. Scott down here in front of me. Mr. Mealy, looks Mrs. Mealy's down here. We got good support. Mr. and Mrs. Ferguson's down there. It looks like the Petniches have made it. Weekday game. I don't think any of our Canadian families made it down, so we say hello to everybody up there. Boones, the Martins, the Wards, the Loros. And we got so many Canadian guys, right? Jay Willie's up there. Jeremiah Wade, Wallers. Mr. and Mrs. Waller was down the other day. He didn't sign his thing for on Monday, so they stayed. They were here for the weekend, and then they stayed on Monday to have him watch him sign his paper. Brendan White was also not signed on Monday. So Jack Williams going to get the starting goal for the Cougars. Jay Will is going to put up his wall tonight. Let's get Dookie some treats. Every save Jay Will, right? Well, that was the deal last game, right? Every save Jay Will gets, Dookie gets a treat. Dookie's his dog back home, Aiden, if you didn't know. Messidas on the draw, fighting for it. Still a ground ball picked up by Spire. Spire, there's that number 1. No, number 7 that is. I'm sorry. Shoots wide of the goal, backed up by the Cougars. Ian, no, that's who's that? Ian Smith or is that Ward? Looks like, is that 31 down there? Is that Ward? That's Ward. Okay, so 91 Ward chased the whole way down on the defensive end. So we had an offsides on the Cougars. That's why Ward was on the defensive end. Okay, offsides on the Cougars. Going to be a man down for 30 seconds. 55 is Killian. So here we got Spire putting the ball back in play. Those numbers are kind of tiny, and I'm going to have a hard time seeing them. A nice save by Jack Williams. Good save by Jack. Outlets to Nathan Ward. Nathan Ward's going to run up the right side, crosses midfield, going to get it down in, get his touch. Now the Cougars are just going to waste a little time and kill off this penalty. Charlie Boone joins the field. Kuda has it over to Boone. Looks like Cade Cronin's going to come in when the penalty's over and be the 6th guy on the attack. Martin out there. Looks like Nathan Ward, Brendan Wright, and Nick Kuda on the attack. Charlie Boone has it up top. Gives it over to Cronin. Back to Boone. Boone looks like he's trying to get down the. No, it's going to sweep over the top. Passes it over to Martin. To Ward. Ward scanning the scene. Looking for somebody in the middle. Sweeps over the top. Gives it to Cronin. Cronin still on the perimeter. Looks like Spire's just trying to keep everybody outside. Brendan Wright. Nice cross pass to Ward. Ward with a good shot. Nice save by the goalie. Outlet to number 1, who's on the break. Looks like Spire has a couple numbers. Try to step down. No. Ward. Nice save by Williams again. Ground ball on the ground. Here we go. No, picked up by Spire, and number 4. Is that number 4? The numbers are so small I can't make them out. Okay. Number 4 for Spire. I don't have a roster for Spire, so I don't know the names, but number 4 for Spire picks up the loose ball and gets it past Williams. to give Spire a 1-0 lead. Ferguson out for the draw, fighting for it, digs it out, gets it, shuffles it forward, but out of bounds. No, ooh, looked like Charlie Boone saved it, but deemed it to be out of bounds. So number 1 puts it in, no, 7, that's number 7, puts it in play. Over to number 1, 2, I don't know. Again, I'm going to have trouble with these numbers. They're small. This is number 4 out there. Spire has it up top. Number 10, Donnie Alley. Send it back to X with a dodge. Fired shot over the head of Williams. Backed up by Spire. They'll retain possession. Put it in play from behind the cage. Out to number 12. Number 12 is going to take his time, set it up, working on Ian Smith. No, that's Charlie Boone. Sorry, back to X. OBP's just going to let him back there. Looking for a cutter. Sends it back up top. Running a 1-4-1. Back out to the wing to number 12. Up top to number 10, I guess. There's Charlie Boone putting on a defense. Looking for a dodge from X. Back out to the wing. Up top. Now Ian Smith's providing defense. He's going to try to dodge on Smith. Sweeps over the top. Getting around him. Good defense by the Cougars, shutting off all the shooting lanes. Cycling it around. Still cycling around. They're taking their time. Another tries to get it into the middle. Loose ball, scooped up by Smith. Feeds it back to Williams in the goal cage. Outlet pass to Boone. He breaks midfield. Feeds it over to Mealy. Mealy with the break. Can't connect with Brennan Wright. Ground ball on the ground. Scooped up. Not yet. Now Ian Smith gets it. Gives it back to Mealy. He does save it. No, he did not save it. They call it over and back. Over and back. It was just over the line, I guess they say. Number 1 for Spire is going to pick it up and put it in play. Crosses midfield. Cougars are going to be on defense again. Been spending a lot of time on the defensive end here, Danny. No pick. Andy Scott in on the defense. Dom Kuda, Ryan Mealy. Owen, no. Didn't touch in time, so they didn't get it inside the box. You have to get it inside the 30 in a certain amount of time, or it's kind of like a delay of game. So Brendan Wright with a nice shot. Fed from Nathan Ward. Right into the crease. 52, Brendan Wright. Yes, 52, Brendan Wright. Puts the Cougars on the board. Ties the score at 1. So Cougars take advantage of that turnover. Make a quick break down to the other end. Ward to Wright. Puts them on the board. 1-1. 7:27 left in the first quarter. Messidas with a nice ground ball won by number 7 of Spire, and he's breaking. He's on a nice break. Overthrows the pass, and it goes out of bounds, giving the Cougars the ball. Number 7 had a nice break there. It just didn't have a good pass, but they had some numbers. So Kuda sends it back in for Williams. Sends it up to Wade. Wade's going to get it across midfield. Still got to get it in to get a touch. And then Cronin will touch it. Brennan Wright has it. Behind the cage to Nick Kuda. Into the middle. Oh, tried a quick pass to Wright. Stopped by goalie of Spire. Spire's looking to clear. Putting on a ride. Cougars gets around him. Who's that? Is that Matt Hart out there? It is Matt Hart out there. Matt Hart doing a nice job with the stick, checking and slowing up the break. Good job, Matt Hart. Spire has it up top. Ian Smith coming down to join. Ooh, shot off the post. Another shot off the post. Ricochets out of bounds. Cougars are closest to it. OBP number 16, Owen Borden Poozy. Is it Poozy or Posey? Do you know? Huh? But he puts it in. Cronin has it, gets it to Martin, gets around the defense. Cougars got nope. Spire gets back to recover and not give the Cougars a break. Sends it back to Cronin. Cronin's going to settle it down. Gives it to Lowen Martin. 21 Martin up top. Sends it deep to Kuda, and he's going to go behind the cage to Nathan Ward. Back up top to Cronin. Now Lowen Martin looks to go down the alley, but no. Feeds it back to Boone. To Ward. Boone with a nice give and go from Ward. Gives it to Ward. Gives it back to Boone, cutting into the crease, who fires a nice low shot. Beats the goaltender. Giving the Cougars a 2-1 lead. Number 11, Charlie Boone. First goal of the day. Nathan Ward, that's his second assist. 2-1 Cougars, 5:26 left in the first quarter. Ferguson out for the draw. Petnich on the wing over here. Ferguson takes it forward. Ground ball, still on the ground. No possession yet. Now possession by Spire. Number 7 wins another draw for Spire. Looked for a deep shot, but he decided against it. Pulls it out. Spire's going to set up the offense. 22's going to join in. 7's going to give it to him and then get off the field. 7's been doing a nice job on the faceoff. Boy, he's got some big old legs, Danny. I mean, he is put together, number 7. Looking for a dodge on Petnich, running down the alley. Sends it behind the cage. Loose ball. Ground ball. Nope. Picked up by Spire. Shot wide of the cage. Spire's going to have possession. They were closest on the backup. Sends it up top. Down the lane. Shoots on Williams. Good save by Jack. Ooh, they give it to Black. They say Black was closest to it. 4:29 left in the quarter. Spire puts it back in play. Sends it up top. Wide. Trying to work on Petnich. Petnich cuts it off. Sweeps over the top. Throws it to the other side. Over here on the right. Nope. Smith cuts him off. Good job by Smith. Down the alley. Nice save by Williams. Nice save by Williams at point blank range there. Ran down by Spire. Working on Andy Scott. Andy Scott putting on some defense. Tries to strip him. Williams with another point blank save. And Scott closest to the ball that time, giving the ball to the Cougars. Williams with 2 huge saves right back to back there. Keeping the Spire off the board. 2-1 Cougars. 3:50 left in the quarter. Williams working it up. Feeds it. Long pass up to Jeremiah Wade. Still got to get a touch. Kuda does get that touch. Petnich is going to sub out, waiting, and then Charlie Boone's going to sub back in. Charlie Boone coming in. Cronin on the field. Boone. Looks like Lowen Martin. No, Jeremiah Wade out there. Looking for the Boone. They're camping out in the slot. To Nathan Ward. There's Boone again on the doorstep. Boone again on the doorstep. Nice feed from Wade. Charlie Boone, second of the day. They're doing a nice job of getting it out to that wing and then finding the guy in the crease. You know what I mean, Aiden? It's like inside, out, and then right back in, opening that crease up, and he has a nice shot there. That's second goal like that. 3-1 Cougars. What's that, Danny? The play was pretty good, Danny says. Nice win by Mercedes. Ground ball not picked up, though. Didn't scoop the ground ball. Bad pass by Spire. And Ward is there to get the Cougars the ball. Nice catch by Martin, getting it down in and getting that touch. Brennan Wright has it. Behind the cage to Nick Kuda. There's Ward with a shot and a score! 91, Nathan Ward. Boy. I mean, he put some fire on that one. That was a rocket. 4-1 Cougars. 2:44 left in the first quarter. Nice pass. Nice play all around. You know, the Cougars are kind of unselfish in that regard. You know, let's hand-eye coordination and skill. Danny, I mean, you're a good color analyst, Danny. You know, I think we could make a good team. You know what I mean? Right? Right? Here we go. Ferguson out for another draw. Takes it back. He's going to run down the ground ball and feed it back to his goalie Williams. Nice play by Ferguson. That's textbook. That's textbook goal or face-off there, Danny. Win the draw. If you're going back to your goalie, just feed it to the goalie. You know what I mean? Because he's uncovered. Merely trying to get it across midfield. He does, but the pass is high, and Spire goalie picks it up. Looks, ooh, who was that? Brennan Wright. They're putting a lot of pressure on him. Nick Kuda, Nathan Ward made it hard for him to clear, but Spire does get the clear. Now they get the touch. They're going to work on now on an offensive end. Lowe Martin's going to follow the long pole off. And OBP's coming in. Levin's going to come in for Spire. Owen Borden Posey. 16. Okay, so new coach of Kiski is Coach Spawn's son. Number 11, Donnie Alley, over the head of Williams. Williams had it engaged the whole way, it looked like. Looks like Jack's on his game tonight. I mean, Jack is usually always on his game. I mean, we all have our bad days here or there, but Jack's usually pretty solid. He is on his game. I think he knows the deal for Dookie, and he really loves Dookie. You should hear him talk about Dookie. So I think he knows the deal that every save he gets, Dookie gets a treat. So I mean, ever since we started making that deal, I mean, Jack's game has really picked it up. So I mean, he loves his Dookie. Oh, on the doorstep. Oh, it looked like he stepped in the crease. Look, no, they're going to say he didn't. They're going to say he did. A nice individual play there by number 4. That's his second goal for Spire. It cuts the score to 4-2. 106 left in the first quarter. I I don't know. I don't know. It was close. Good play by number 4 there. We got to do a better job putting on defensive pressure there. But 4-2. 4-2 Cougars. 106 left. Mercedes in for the draw. Charlie Boone on the wing. It looks like Andy Scott on the far side, on the wing on the far side. Looks like somebody's leaning. Can't lean your stick like that. Yeah, has to have it straight up and down. Mercedes has the clamp. Ball's on the ground, fighting for it. Still loose ball. Charlie Boone's going to run and scoop it. Now he's going to use the speed. Try to create some numbers. No, gets it to Ward. Ward's going to pull it out. Cougars are going to get the offense on. Jeremiah Wade coming on. Lowe Martin coming on. Charlie Boone looks like he's going to stay on with Martin, Ward, Wade. Back to there it was again. Same play again. To the wing, to the middle, right? Ward to Wade, right in that slot, that nice wing slot. And 22, Jeremiah Wade with a nice low shot on the goalie again. 5-2 Cougars. 5-2 Cougars. And I tell you what, I think they they found something that's working right now, Danny. And if it's working, you might as well just keep going to it until they stop it, right? I mean, if you found something that's working, let's keep doing it. That was nice, a beautiful pass, and it was crisp and quick, right? Oh, nice win by Ferguson, starting numbers. Got a break to Ward. Nice shot, or that was Kuda to right. Beautiful. Now, Danny, that's textbook if you win it forward, right? You win it forward, you just scoop it up yourself and start to break. So number 52, Brennan Wright with his second goal. So 7 seconds between goals. That was textbook. Ferguson to Nick Kuda to Brennan Wright, and he put it in. Sublime. Ball still on the ground. Picked up by Spire. Killian looks like he's doing a good job on the clamps, but we're just not winning the ground ball after he gets it out. But he is doing a double team by the Cougars. Now almost oh, he calls him for a ward. Okay, Cougars will get the ball. Mealy puts it in play. Sends it back to Kuda. Across, long pass for OBP. Sends it oh, nice play. Oh, that was a nice play. OBP to Ian Smith gets it to Brennan Wright, right on the doorstep. Right on the doorstep. So at the end of the first quarter, Cougars are up 6-2. 6-2. They looking good on the offensive end. You know, they're playing a nice game so far. You're right, Danny. They are playing a nice game. Face-off guys are doing well. Both face-off guys. And we talked a little bit about this last game, right? The depth of the Cougars. So we have two good face-off guys, and they're both doing their jobs. Jack's doing his job in the goal, right? We got we got four goal scorers out of the six goals. We have four goal scorers. You know, Nathan Ward, he does have a goal, but he also has like three or four assists. I mean, he's just feeding them into that slot time and time again, giving it up for the open guy, and they're putting it home. So you can make all those nice passes, but if the guy doesn't put it home, it doesn't mean anything, right? So credit to them for putting the ball in the cage when they get it in that open slot. Flag down. Looks like we're going to have an illegal stick. I believe it's going to be on the Spire Academy. It'll be a 1 minute penalty. It's 2 games in a row with an illegal stick. Mm. I don't want to jinx the Cougars, but we haven't been called for an illegal stick for quite a while, and that used to be a real problem for us. But our guys have really, I mean, a few years back it was a problem for us. Again, it was that just trying to push the boundaries of the line, the rules, and I believe yes. So anytime there's a game, I believe we try to have an ambulance on site, especially with 2 games going on because so the trainer can't be at both games at the same time, so they get an ambulance here too, just in case something would happen. We got Juju down there taking some pictures for us. Kieran's down there helping out with the team. We got Owen Stock down there filling up some water bottles. He's helping out. I don't see Rory tonight. Where's Rory at? He must have had something going on. Rory's always here too. Maybe he has a practice. Okay, so because there was a penalty on Spire, no face off, and the Cougars start with possession of the ball. And it looks like Cronin's going to put it in play. Gives it to Martin. Back to Cronin. Over to Martin. Now Charlie Boone. Down to Nick Kuda. Boone again. Ooh, Cronin. I thought he was going to step down and really let one rip, but he didn't have a lane apparently. Yeah, it was a good play. Good play. Yep. There's Boone. There's Now he lets one rip. Boone gets the rebound and puts it in for a Cougar goal. And that's his third of the day. Charlie Boone, 3 goals, giving a giving the Cougars a 7-2 lead. Boy, Cade really let that rip. Deflected off of somebody right back to Charlie, and Charlie with a heads-up play with a quick shot put it right in. So Cougars, that was a locked-in penalty too. So Cougars are still going to be man up. Looks like Charlie Boone's going to stay on the wing on the far side. Andy Scott's going to be over here by himself. Ferguson out for the draw. Ball's going forward. Ferguson fights through, gets it. Looked like he was held. Starting a fast break. Nathan Ward pulls it out. Oh, tried to feed it across to Kuda, but intercepted by Spire. Will be a penalty. Yeah. So they're going to call Black for a cross check, and they will be 2 men down. So it kind of same as hockey. You take your stick and just go across his body. Okay, so Cougars will be up 2 men here for a little while, and then we got Kuda to Boone. Now Cronin, Wade over to Ward. There's Cronin. Cronin with a step down, backed up by Wade. Cronin tried a shot from distance, just a little wide of the cage. Sets it into Boone. There's that crease looking down to Martin. Martin can't pick it. Ball's on the ground. Ball's still on the ground. Ground ball. See if the Cougars can pick this up. Nope. Skipped. Cade keeps it in, but ball goes out of bounds. Nice hustle by the Cougars. Not real good on the pass there. We can't give up that turnover. Spire, ball's on the ground. Scooped up by Kuda. Looking for numbers. Gives it to Ward. To another bad pass into space. And there's Spire. And there's another. Passing is getting a little sloppy on both teams here. Ball's out of bounds to the Cougars. Williams has it. And they'll bring it back upfield. Gives it to Mealy. Mealy has Kate Cronin in the middle. Gets it. Comes down. He's got numbers. To Kuda. No, he pulls it out. Now he shoots. Bounce shot. Misses the cage. Backed up by Ward. Ward has it. Looks like we're all evened up again. Or the Cougars still, no, we're evened up. Ward has it. Feeds it up top to Boone. Back to Ward. Ward. Oh. Nope, you're going to call him in the crease. Can't get in. You can't be in the crease before the ball goes into the goal. So no goal there. Ward tried to take it in and score a power goal there. Just for that little bit of a second. Yes. Still on the ride. Ball's on the ground. Still on the ground. Picked up by the goalie. Checked by Smith. Still checked by Smith, and they're going to throw a flag. They're going to call Smith. They're going to call Ian Smith on a push there. So the Cougars will be man down. Looks like Spire will put it in play out here in the alley to the left of the goalie. Timeout called by, I think he said White. But I'm not real sure. Yep, Timeout by White. We didn't have them up there, so don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. So Cougars take a timeout. 9:22 left in the second quarter. Score is 7-2 Cougars. Cougars are doing a nice job of in the transition game for the most part, getting some good open looks. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes the simple play is the best play, you know. Right, right. It's kind of like the same with the best wrestlers in the world are they're the best because they do the basic stuff over and over and over again, and you know, perfect perfect the perfection, right? Yeah, when the play starts, you'll start. Yeah, he'll blow his whistle for you. Okay. So it'll be Black. There you go. Start it, and then Black has it. Back to X. Out to the wing. Up top. Just passing it around the perimeter, trying to create some lanes. Looking for a guy in the crease here. Shot saved by Williams. Nice save on a low shot. Tried to go between Williams' leg there, but Jack was on it. OBP looking to clear. Gives it back to Williams. Sends it up for Andy Scott. Andy Scott's going to run it and get it across midfield. Send it into the middle for Ward, but again, ball's on the ground. Another sloppy pass by the Cougars. This ball is still on the ground. Ground ball being fought for, still being contested. Looks, nope, out of bounds. Looked like it was being pushed. Ward was pushed in the back a little bit there, so they're going to give the ball to the Cougars. Lone Martin has it. He's going to give it behind the cage to Nick Kuda. Nick Kuda runs it to the other side. Sends it to Brendan Wright. Back up for Cronin. Cronin to Martin. Martin's going to just pull it out, give it over to Cronin. Cronin's going to sweep over the top. Still sweeping over the top. Down the alley. Bounce shot and scores. Cronin with a nice play, sweeping over the top. Got around the defender and then straight down the lane. Bounce shot puts it in the goal for an 8-2 Cougar lead. Cade Cronin, that's his first of the day. Yes, first of the day. Nice play by Cade Cronin there. He turned that corner and down the lane he went, huh, Danny? Yeah, no, knew where to put that shot, huh? Nice low shot. Killian out for the draw. Sends it back. Nice win. Straight back to Charlie Boone. Tries to feed it to DeLauro. Backed up by, who's that? Brendan Wright over there. Went through Kuda's legs right to Brendan Wright. And the Cougars are going to pull it out and set up the offense. Charlie Boone has it. Up top to Cade Cronin. 22, Jeremiah Wade. He's going to look. Dodges down the alley. Gives it to Ward. Ward fires one over. Nice save by the goalie. Nick Kuda fighting for it, but the goalie has it. And now he's clearing. Up, leads it up for number 7. Number 7 runs through Charlie Boone and DeLauro. Shoots on Jack Williams with a nice save. Helped out by Dom Kuda. Sends it over for Charlie Boone. Up to, I can't make that number. I think that's Ian Smith over there. Yep. And then there's Brendan Wright has it. He's going to pull it back out for Boone. Smith's going to switch out. Jeremiah Wade has it up top, waiting for Cronin to join in on the offensive end. Gives it down to Boone. Back to Wade. Over to Cronin. Cronin trying to go down the alley. Shoots one just over the goal. Backed up by Nick Kuda. And the Cougars are going to maintain possession. 6:37 left in the second quarter. Kuda has it. Looking for a screen from Ward. Little bit of a screen. Rolls back, gives it back to Ward. Comes up to Wade. Over to Boone. Boone sweeps over the top. Gives it to Ward. Now to Cronin. Cronin back to right. Right. Cougars are doing a nice job of just moving, trying to create some picks and get people free. Brendan Wright, nice penalty. Brendan Wright drew a penalty there. Cross check. The Cougars are going to go man up with 6:04 left in the half with an 8-2 lead. Coach says he can't even argue it. Number 2 got a little aggressive on the cross check. It happens. I mean, it happens. Man up unit out for the Cougars. Cronin puts it in play, gives it to Boone. Back to Cronin. Lowe and Martin. Over to Ward. Back to Lowe and Martin. There's Cronin again. Charlie Boone. Down to Kuda. Back to Boone. Cronin. They keep creeping down into the crease. Boone with another goal. That's number 4 for Charlie Boone. Cougars are up 9-2. 5:45 left in the half. Nice feed from Nick Kuda. Cronin gave it down to Kuda, gave it up to Boone in that slot, and he put it home for a 9-2 Cougar lead. Looks like Bryce Ferguson out for the draw. Still on the ground. Ferguson picks it up, pulls it out, and gets it to Petnich. Petnich gets it to Brennan Wright, who gets the touch. And the Cougars are going to get some offensive guys on the field. Ian Smith's going to be on the offensive end this time. Jeremiah Wade. Petnich stays out. He's camping his big body right in the crease. Ward gets it. He's dancing on that sideline. Pulls it back in. Stripped a little bit, but he picks up the ground ball and gives it down to Brennan Wright. No, that's not Brennan Wright. That's Jeremiah Wade. Gives it up. Look for a step down into the crease. Petnich digs it out, but right to the defense of Spire. Lobs a pass, ran down by Brennan Wright, keeps it in, but he's called for an illegal push, giving the ball to Spire. 4:51 left in the quarter. Spire put it in play. Number 2 for Spire. Ward and Wright. Initial pressure, sends it across the field. Spire still hasn't cleared. Big lob pass. Ooh, corralled by number 2. Nice save by number 2 to keep that from going out of bounds. Petnich is going to work on the defensive end. Cuts him off. Keeps him wide. Still wide. Here comes number 11 in. And then he's going to sub out, and 22 is going to come on offense. Petnich and Ian Smith staying out on defense for the Cougars with Andy Scott, OBP, Mealy, ground ball, picked up. Ooh, down bounce shot by Spire over the cage. Sends it across. Still backed up by Spire. They're going to retain possession. Mealy, Scott, Kuda, OBP on the long sticks for the defense. Up top, Spire's going to look to dodges down the alley. Nobody picks him up. Fires. Nice save by Williams. Williams is on his game tonight. Over to OBP. He's going to run it in space for a little while. Give it back to Williams. Williams is looking for Cronin coming down the middle. He comes to him. Still got to get it across the midfield. He does get it across midfield up to Petnich, who gets it in for a touch. And he's going to pull it out and wait for the offense to sub out or sub in. Petnich is going to come out. Wade's going to come in. Cronin's in. Looks like Charlie Boone's going to come in, and Ian Smith comes off. Good job on the defensive end by Petnich and Smith. Charlie Boone down the alley, gives it to Cronin, shoots it low, just wide of the goal, backed up by the Cougars. Nick Kuda put it back in play. 2:56 left in the half. Kuda brings it. Oh, they're gonna get him. They're gonna call Kuda for a ward. They call him for, so you're not allowed to like extend your arm and ward somebody off. They call that a ward. Spire has it, tries to get it down in. Now they, nope, still have it out here on the outside. Pull it back up top. Cougars got their defense settled down. OBP trying to cut him off. Comes down the alley. Bounce shot over Williams' shoulder. Giving the Spire a goal, making it 9-3. Cougars, 2:24 left in the half. Nice bounce shot there, huh, Danny? I mean, can't do much about it. I mean, Williams has played a nice game. I mean, they're going to get one here or there, you know. As much as you'd like to have a shutout, it don't happen very often, you know. Not in this game. So Messidas looked like he got pushed. He did. So Black got a little aggressive. Oh, hometown Mockenhop is in the game. Over to Cronin. Cronin down to Ward to Martin. Over to hometown. You didn't know why I call him hometown. You missed that story. Lowe Martin down the alley. Still has it. Run. Shot. Nice bounce shot. Lowe Martin. That's Lowe Martin's game. He hasn't had that game. He hasn't shown that game yet this year, but that's his game. He did that a lot last year, and it's good to see him getting back to that. Running down the alley, shooting on the run. Nice low bounce shot. Puts it in the goal. Nice job, Lowe Martin, number 21. 21, Lowe Martin. Welcome back, Lowe Martin. That's your game, baby. That's your game, Lowe Martin. Good job, Lowe Martin. Got around him, attacked the alley, downhill, bounce shot, goal. 10-2 Cougars, 1:56 left in the half. Ferguson pops up. Oh, nice win by. I mean, Ferguson popped it up. He actually won the draw, but Spire came in and got the ball, so I guess they technically get credit for the win, even though Ferguson dictated it. So Spire has it behind the cage. Oh, OBP did a nice recovery job there, and not letting the guy get his hands free for a shot. Spire looking to go down the alley. Bounce shot. Gets around Smith. Puts a bounce shot in. Number 2, did it look like? Number 2 puts a bounce shot to Jack Williams left. Putting it at 10-4 Cougars. That's kind of that same play that Lowe Martin just had on the other end. You know what I mean? Running down the alley and just shooting a low bounce shot on the run. Simple but dangerous. That's right, Danny. Messidas in for the draw. Andy Scott on the wing. Petnich on the other wing. Messidas tries to dig it out. Ball still on the ground. Scooped up by number 7, Spire. He's going to get it down into the offensive zone. He gets his touch. And now it looks like Spire calls the timeout. 1:13 left in the half. 10-4 Cougars. So, Danny, you said you went to Erie for the eclipse the other day. How was it up there? It was good. Did you get no cloud coverage? Was you able to see it well? There was clouds. My one brother went up to Cleveland and watched it up there, and he got some really cool pics. I'll have to show them to you when we're not doing anything else, because I can't do two technology things at once, or I will go like something will go wrong. You know what I mean? So we'll just wait to where I can do one at a time. But they, yeah, really cool picks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you made like a little party out of it, huh? Oh, frisbee, cornhole, playing cornhole in the dark. Aiden, where did you see it from? Right here, right here on the K, huh? Midfield on the K. All right. This was your first one, huh? And you were up here on the field also? Okay, Mrs. Kinderman was up here on the field also. So we got 113 left in the half. Cougars up 10-4. Spire has possession. Going to put it in play out on the right wing. Send it. They're going to circle it around up top. Now here's number 1 has the ball. Over to number 4 behind the cage. Cycling it, just still cycling it, not putting anybody in the middle. It looks like they're just trying to open up a passing lane or even a lane for somebody to cut into. No, one looked like he was wanting to step down. Andy Scott putting on some pressure. There's Charlie Boone comes out and pressures a little bit more. Charlie Boone again comes out. Cougars doing a nice job. Charlie Boone strips him, and he's going to run a fast break coming the other way. Here comes Charlie, using his speed. Takuda to Brennan Wright. Bounce shot. Score! What a play! Charlie Boone with the strip on the defensive end, scoops up the ground ball, feeds it to Nick Kuda, who gives it to Brennan Wright, who puts in his third goal of the day, giving the Cougars an 11-4 lead. 33 seconds left in the half. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. Charlie Boone's stripping the guy. Charlie Boone's having a good game. 4 goals, and then, I mean, he's just shows right there. Puts the ball in the net 4 times, but the defensive end, he still plays defense. You know what I mean? He is a overall just top-notch, all-round player, right? He doesn't just focus on one side of the ball, right? He understands that defense is just as important. Looks like they're going to call. Oh, looks like somebody did something they shouldn't have done. Oh, Black Zero, that's the goalie. So I'm not sure what the goalie did, but uh, it was a misconduct. I'm guessing he either said something or did something to somebody, but he's probably frustrated. I've heard that he is a really good goalie, though. I mean, the scouting report that he was a good goalie. So, I mean, uh, yeah, I mean the Cougars are getting wide open shots. You know, he's doing the best he can out there, no doubt. Into the middle, Lowen Martin, Cronin with a nice pass into the middle to Martin, who puts home his second of the day. 21, Lowen Martin. That was bang bang. I mean, that happened so quick, I almost didn't even see it. Good feed from Cronin, who was high, sent it right down. I mean, perfect pass into the crease, and Lowen Martin turned around and put it right in. Welcome back, Lowen Martin. Good game so far, Lowen. 12 for Cougars, 14 seconds left. Bryce Ferguson with a nice win. Swims over, starting a fast break, gives it to Ward. Ooh, shot over the head. Stop the clock, stop the clock. 4.4. Be real on it right here with the clock, okay? Into the middle. Pendage puts it in. What a play! What a play! Jacob Petnich. Pass from Brennan Wright into Jacob Petnich. Like .6 left on the clock. I mean that's well, we're not no, like it was honest, but I mean, Hey, Petnich, that's 2 goals in 3 games now, huh? He's coming into his own here, Mister. And there's the time, Mister and Mrs. Petnich down there right in front of us, enjoying it, huh? 2 goals in 3 games. It's coming on. Good job. So we got. Let me see. Let's see if we can turn on some lights here. 10-minute half. Yes, Miss Kinderman. So halftime, Cougars are up 13-4. We got 10-minute halftime. Go on out and get yourself some refreshments. Come on back for the second half, and we'll be here for you. Welcome back to Donald H. Jones Stadium. We got about 2:50 left at halftime. Cougars will be are leading 13-4. Looks like Mr. Waller's out here taking some warm up. I believe he's going to probably be getting the second half here. Looks like Jay Willie's taking the rest of the night off. Jack had a nice first half, a lot of big saves. Good first half. 9-goal lead. We're going to give the second half to Waller. Well, yeah, if Jack stayed out there and kept making some saves, Dookie might weigh 300 pounds by the end of the night, right? Jack was making lots of saves, and if Dookie's getting a treat for every save, I mean, we don't want to fatten him up too much, huh? So we're gonna give Waller the second half and save Dookie's blood sugar level. Yeah, so yeah, we don't want to make Dookie a diabetic. We got two games coming up this weekend. I believe it's 4 p.m. on Saturday. Let me see here. 4 p.m. Saturday against Moeller High School from down Cincinnati. Moeller's coming up. This will be the first time I can that I know of us playing Moeller. Uh, we'll see how that goes. Sunday, 1 p.m. start. Milford, also from down Cincinnati area, is going to be making their way up. Last year we went down there and played Milford and had a nice game. So we're looking forward to that this coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Uh, we also have a home baseball game going on right now. Not sure exactly what the score is for that. Let's see if we got a reply yet. Baseball's winning. Baseball's winning 6-0 over there, Danny, in the top of the third. So baseball's having a nice game today. And then track meet. They had a track meet today out at United High School. And so when I was calling Mockenhop hometown, United High School is my home school, and United High School is in Armagh, PA, Armagh, right? So the boys were calling Mockenhop Armagh one day, but I thought they were saying Armagh. So now I call them hometown. So now, Danny, you're filled in. Everybody out here, everybody out in live stream land had already heard that story, so I don't want to get into it too much because they already know it. But Ferguson out to take the draw for the Cougars. Going to start the second half. Ooh, we had a little jump start by Spire. Give the ball to the Cougars. Martin will put it in play. He's going to sprint down. Still doesn't get it in a touch. Being pressured by the defense of Spire, but Martin does get it in the box, gets a touch, gives it down to right, up to Nick Kuda, gives it over to Cronin. Now to Charlie Boone. Charlie Boone's going to work on the short stick. Down the alley. Feeds it back to Ward. Ooh, Cronin. Nope, into the middle. Tried to hit right in the slot with that pass. He tried to give that same pass that he gave Lone Martin in the first half. Just a little off target. Gives the ball to Spire. Spire's going to try to get it clear here. Cougars are putting on a half pressure, drop to the 40. Now they're going to put the press on, force a bat. No, he did get a nice pass. Good reception there by number 4 to gather in that ball for Spire and get the touch. Spire's going to set up on the offensive end. 11 has it. Up top for, I'm not sure the number. Going to work on a short stick. Martin Oh, that. Yep, they're going to call the flag. Martin with a little shove. They got a little aggressive on his hip and back. They're going to call Martin for a push. Aggressive, yes. He was very aggressive. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So, man down unit's going to be out for the Cougars. Looks like Matt Hart's going to be on that man down unit. Nathan Ward down here in the defensive end also. Matt Hart's out there. He got that long reach. That's why they put him out there on the man down, because look how tall and much space he takes up. Yeah, yep. So OBP, Matt Hart, looks like Zach DeLoro and Ryan Mealy out there on the man down unit with Nathan Ward. Spire just working the ball around the perimeter. Step down shot over the head of Waller, way high, backed up by Spire. They'll keep possession and put it back in play. Runs it up top. Penalties over. Charlie Boone's going to come down and join in on the defensive side. Boy, he snuck in there. They almost threw it to number one, and Charlie was there. Gets around Charlie Boone and fires it over the head of Waller in, but under the crossbar for a Spire goal. (13-5) Cougars. 10:08 left in the third quarter. Guy from Spire did a nice job of evading Charlie. Got down the alley. Put a perfect shot over the head of Waller and fit it in between him and the crossbar. Nice job by Mercedes to get the ground ball, but scooped up by Spire on the break. Down the lane, saved by Waller, scooped back to him, and now he gets it over to OBP. Sends a long pass. Going to be brought in by Ward. Behind the cage to right. To Kuda. Back to right. Shot. Saved by the goalie. Nice save by Spire's goalie. Trying to get it clear. Ward putting on a ride. Putting on a lot of pressure. Still got pressure. They do get it cleared over midfield. Still hasn't got a touch. Now he does. Ooh, tried to get through the middle, but squeezed off by Hart and Kuda. Spire's going to set up the offense. Oh, I'm not sure what that was, but White's going to have the ball. I'm not exactly sure what that was. So, Borden Poozy sends it over to Hart, gives it to Martin. Martin still on this side of the 50. OBP does get it across. Gets it to Wade. Wade's got to get it down. He does get it down and get the touch. Now the Cougars are going to set up. Kuda is going to pull it out. Let's get the offense on the field. Cronin has it. Now Martin. It looks like Cronin, Martin, and Wade will be midfield. Sends it across to right, who shoots it in for a score. Nice pass across the crease from Cronin to right, and that's his fourth goal of the day. Brendan Wright having a nice game. Fourth goal of the day gives the Cougars a 14-5 lead. 8:26 left in the third quarter. Nice pass across the crease from Cronin to right. Right on the doorstep. Gets it in the net. Again, that unselfishness pays off. Ferguson out for the draw. It sounds like it is raining, Danny. Very, very astute, Danny. Charlie Boone, nice lead pass to Andy Scott. He's going to wind up and fire one and score! Charlie Boone feeds Andy Scott, who loads up the long stick and fires it in. 27. Andy Scott, 15-5. Cougars. 8:17 left in the third quarter. Sorry, I get a little excited sometimes. You know what I mean? That's why I do it, Mr. Scott. I do it for the grandmas. Mealy picks it up, sends a pass over Petnich's head, but Kuda's right there to pick it up. Slips and falls, but regains his balance. Gets up, got a little hit in the head. Mealy picks it up. He's in some trouble. Oh, he got whacked, and the flag's coming down. Kuda's got it. He's going to give it to, no, he's going to fight through. Does get it to right. Tries to go to Ward on a pass, but draws another flag. So Cougars were trying to get a nice pass over to Ward, right to Ward. Missed on the pass, but the Cougars are going to have man up, maybe by two. Two-man down, and it is starting to come down pretty hard out there, Danny. You're right. The rain wasn't supposed to come until later tonight, but it showed up early because we're raining goals in left and right, Danny. So the rain's decided to come down. So if we score both, we'll release at the same time. Yes, yes. So so if you have two in the box and it was called at the same time, if you score both, everybody who's in the box that got called at that time gets released. I just learned that last year also because I didn't know that either. I was confused. They released both, and I was like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Yeah, it's not like hockey where only one releases at a time. So yeah, they are shorthanded down there. They don't have a whole lot of guys, so they got guys playing both ways. I can understand where might have been a little confused there. So here we go. Cronin now has it. He's on the wing. Cougars are going to cycle it around. Up top to Martin. Misses the pass, but gathers it back. Kuda to Cronin. Looks like Charlie Boone sneaking in that crease again. 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 We're not looking in the pass. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. And that's Jeremiah Wade out there. So down to who's that? Martin. Now Cronin. Cronin to Boone. Ooh, nice shot by Kuda. Picked up on the rebound by Nathan Ward and put in the goal. 91, Nathan Ward. His second of the day. That's kind of a weird play. It looks 16-5 Cougars, 7:06 left in the third quarter. It's kind of weird play. It looked like all their guys just kind of gave up like it was a dead ball somehow. Like everybody just kind of stopped except for Nathan Ward. Picked up the loose ball and put it in the wide open net. I mean, pretty heavy. Hometown's back out on the wing. Looks like Ferguson scoops it forward. It's going to pick up the fast ball on a fast break to Ward, to Kuda. Kuda around the defense. Gets held up a little bit, but the flag is down. Going to put the Cougars up, man up again. Not sure what the call is going to be. 91 looks like it's going to be called for the foul. I didn't really see. I didn't see it. So no, they're not. They're 91. We're going to be man up again. So it's going to be Wade, Martin, and Cronin again. This is the man up unit for the Cougars. Ward puts it in play over to Wade. Now Cronin, Charlie Boone, Kuda, Boone, Cronin, Wade. They look for it. Cross to Cronin. There's Kuda. Kuda to Cronin. Cougars are just nice. That was a nice feed. That was a nice feed. 20 looked like 22. Jeremiah Wade with a nice bounce shot. That's his second of the day. Good feed from guess who? Guess who had that assist? Nathan Ward from the same spot out there on that wing, huh? Giving it out there on that right wing and then firing it into that slot. And it's Jeremiah Wade reaping the benefits this time. Get down in the scoring position, and Nathan Ward is finding you tonight. And they're paying it, and they're making it pay off. 17-5 Cougars. 6:30 left. Masitis with another win to Dom Kuda. Dom Kuda. Oh, got James Kendall out there on the offense. Number 7, James Kendall joining the offense. Looks like Ward has it. Masitis is going to come off. Mock and Hop is on. Kuda comes off. Petnich goes on. Nick Kuda has it behind the cage. Gets a screen from right. Throws it back to right, who rolls off. Now to Kuda. Up to Petnich. Petnich. Fire. Oh, hit a streaking Kendall who had his stick held as he was trying to get the shot off. So Cougars are going to maintain possession. Nick Kuda will put it in play. 5:54 left in the third quarter. Kuda has it. Gets out front. Sends it to Petnich. Petnich does a nice job of getting that pass. It was a little high. Gives it to Mockenhop. Now to Kendall. Back to looks. I'm not sure exactly what. Not sure what all happened here. Ward has it. Oh, he just stop the clock. Yeah, stop the clock. Yeah, I guess he just called it because his shoe came off. Ran him out of his shoe. Okay, so we're going to put it back in play. Cougars are going to have it. And that's Mock and Hop down the lane. Trying to get it. Now he gets it behind Takuda. Keeps it in bounds. Still has it. He's going to pull it out, give it to Petnich. Petnich up top to Kendall. Kendall throws it over to Ward. Ward's going to settle it down. He's going to sweep over the top. Give it to the tried to feed it into the middle to right, but Spire has it. Cougars cut him off. Still putting on a pressure. Cougars are pressing. Still riding. Making a hard ride. Spire looking to clear. Still haven't. Now they get it across midfield on the clear. Forces a bad pass, and there's OBP trying to scoop the ground ball. Spire still hasn't gotten it a touch, though. Black will have it on the out of bounds. They still haven't got a touch. Mealy's out there on defense. Here comes Lucas Latimer now, playing short stick D for the Cougars. Ball is being there's Hart pressuring him on the sideline. Still has it. Number 1 goes over the top on a sweep. Latimer cuts him off. Now he goes down the alley, shoots him on over the head of Waller. Backed up by Spire. 4:13 left in the third quarter. Spire has it out now on the wing, up top. Sends a long pass across the field. Working on Latimer. Latimer's doing a nice job of staying on him. Sends it across. Now gets around. He's mocking Hop. Shot on goal, deflected out of bounds by Waller. Backed up by Spire, so those still have possession. Put it in play from behind the cage. Out on the left wing. High on the left side. Looked for a pick, but didn't get it. Step down fire. Way over the head and goal of everything, but Spire was closest to the ball. They will retain possession. Matt Hart providing the defense over here. Mock and Hop out here on the defense. Gets down the alley, through the legs, between the legs of Waller for a score, putting the score at 17-6. Cougars. Shot from distance, low, between the legs. 17-6 Cougars, 3:34 left in the third quarter. Ferguson out for the draw. Looks like, no, Petnich here on the wing, and looks like Andy Scott over on the other wing. Ferguson with another win. Good win by Ferguson. He's been doing a solid job in the faceoff circle today. Gets it down to Ward. Ward gets around the defense, gets his touch. He's going to hold up, send it over to right, up to Petnich. Andy comes back. Here comes Ian Smith to join the offensive side of the ball. Looks like they're going to send Kendall back in for offense. Petnich still has it. Gives it to Kendall, who just came in from the box. Kendall looking to get around the defender. Has his helmet knocked off. They're going to give the ball to Spire. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty. But number 7 has it for Spire. Still being pressed at midfield by Andy Scott. Gets it down in. Does get his touch. OBP's providing defense over there. Now DeLauro trying to find a guy here in the crease. Matt Hart's doing a good job of keeping his eyes open for him. Looking to dodge down the alley. Number sends it back up top. Looked for a step down. Lanes are being covered. Still being covered. Nice job by the Cougars to rally into the slot to force a bad shot. Backed up by Spire. They'll still have it. Sends it out to number 1 out here on the right wing. Sends it. Comes up top. Now he's down the alley. Shoots a low shot again right between the legs for a goal. 17-7 Cougars. Low shot. Did a good job of dodging and getting around the defense of the Cougars straight down the alley, creating a shooting lane, puts it between the legs of Waller, cutting the lead to 17-7 Cougars. Mercedes out for another draw. 2:06 left in the third quarter. Rain still coming down. Mercedes was early this time. Number flag down. They have a flag down, but I'm not sure what for. It's going to be on the Cougars, but I'm not sure why. Again, one down the alley. Met by Hart. Dodged, and it's a score. Spire is on a little bit of a run here. Makes it 17-8. Not sure I guess they're going to wave off the flag because of the score. I don't know what the flag would have been for, but must have been a minor or something because they waved it off after the score. So Ferguson out for the draw. Looks like Cronin's going to be on the wing. Sends it back to Cronin. He'll scoop up the ground ball, looking across midfield, and he does. Still needs to get it down in for a touch. Being pressured by the defensive Spire. Gets it to right. Tries to feed it to a streaking Boone. Ball's on the ground. Picked up by Spire, but lost it, and Nathan Ward picks it up. Brennan Wright fires one right off the defender and deflected out of bounds. What's that? Oh, somebody's coming off the field. Here they're getting them off. So they're sending him off. He was limping a little bit and fell down, so they're going to send him off. Charlie Boone's going to put the ball back in play for the Cougars. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Boone has it. Sends it over to Lowen Martin. Now to Boone. Boone, try it. Nope, Brendan Wright. Now to Nathan Ward. Ward with a shot and a score! Nathan Ward's third goal, number 91. Did a nice job of going down, spinning back out of it, creating a lane for a shot, and then he really ripped it. Puts his fourth of the day. That's his fourth, you said, right, Mr. Kinnaman? Third of the day. I'm sorry, third of the day. Putting the lead back to 10 for the Cougars at 18-8. Ferguson out for another draw. Jeremiah Wade on the wing and Mealy over on the other side. Oh, looked like he left way early, but they didn't call it. But here is Wade who picks it up, sends it up to Ferguson. Ferguson's got some numbers, gives it over to Mealy. Mealy can't grill that pass, but Nick Kuda's right there on the backup. Gets over the top, fires a shot. Saved by the goalie. Nice save, but backed up by Ward. Ward gives it to Mealy. Now to Brendan Wright. 23 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Looks like Wade has it. He's going to wait for Martin to join in. Getting down. 10 to go. Martin's going to run right down the alley. Bounce shot. Saved by the goalie. Picked up by Spire. 4-3. Sends a long shot. Waller gets it and sends it back the other length of the field. And that'll bring an end to the third quarter. Score 18-8. Cougars. Fourth quarter. So we're going to go set main clock. 12. Enter. And I'm not sure where the quarters are at. It's over on that side somewhere. It's 1 quarter left here. 18-8 Cougars. Rain still coming down. They might have put a damper on that baseball game over there, huh? I don't know. They might still be playing. We're tough around here. We like playing in the rain. Mr. Scott's giving me the look through. We're trying to peek through trees. I think he says he thinks we're playing. Oh, yeah, we're playing. I mean, we were up 6-0 in the third. You know, you only have to get half a game in for it to be an official game. So you have to get through. So you have to get to like through the top of the fourth for it to be an official game in, because it's a 7-inning game in high school. So you have to get through the top of the fourth. In a professional game, you have to get through the top of the fifth because it's a 9-inning game. So you have to play at least half of the game for it to be an official game in baseball. We'd like to thank everybody who's been joining in with us on the live stream. We've had 147 checked in and out throughout our stream so far. We got 53 of you currently with us. We appreciate you sticking with us. I know I can be a handful to listen to sometimes. Music to your ears, huh, Danny? Well, I tell you, I do appreciate all. I've been getting a lot of feedback from parents and family members who are at the game. A lot of positive feedback, and I appreciate it all. I really don't think I do that great of a job, but I appreciate everybody giving me the kind words. And I'm doing the best I can for you to keep you entertained and not mess it up too bad. We're just out here trying to have fun for a high school sporting event. Nice win by Mercedes. Tried that long. Martin tried the long pass to Scott, and we're putting on a ride. Goalie's coming down the field. He still got it. He still got it. Got it out. Now there's Matt Hart doing a nice job on the defense. Zach DeLoro out there on the defense. OBP. Looks like we have Charlie Boone and Lowen Martin playing short stick defense here. Andy Scott still on the defense. Bounce shot Saved by Waller. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Spire was close to it, so they'll keep possession. Bringing it back behind the cage. Oh, he's high stepping like prime time. Did you see that? Did you see them high steps like prime time? Down the lane. Looking for shot from distance. DeLoro on a D. Number 1 has it. Charlie Boone working the defense. Nice defense. Forces a wide shot. Spire had to back up. 10:39 left in the game. Nobody wants to help you, Danny. Oh, man. They'll be all right. Don't worry. They'll be all right. Who's your dorm parent up there tonight? Mr. Quietek? Oh, he'll be all right. Spire's having the ball back there at X, looking for cutters. But the Cougars are doing a nice job of stopping all the cutters. Matt Hart, no, and there's a shot. That's that same move. He comes out, didn't find anything. He just worked himself out. Put a double move on OBP and then shot it over the head of Waller. Puts the score at 18-9 Cougars. 10:09 left in the game. 10:09 left in the game. Ferguson out for the draw. Ferguson sends it forward. Spire. This ball's still on the ground. Nick Kuda has it. Oh. Now Dom Kuda picked it up and gives it to Cronin. Dom Kuda done a nice job of bailing out his brother, saving him. He got stripped, and there's Dom. That's what twins are for. That's what your twin brother's for, right? Always by your side, helping you out. There you go. Wade over to Cronin. Cronin sweeps over the top, gets a screen from Wade. Now he screens for Ward, who sweeps the other way. In the middle for Petnich. Oh, nice save by the goalie. That was a nice feed from Ward to Petnich. Good save by the goalie. Point blank range. Looking to clear. Spire does get a clear. 11 has it across midfield. He's going to work on Petnich. Gets his touch. Behind the cage. Sends it over to their right side. Up top right. Just under 9 minutes left. Works around Wade. Sends it behind the cage. Looking for cutters. They're trying to jumble it up in the middle and get cutters free down the lane. Here's that same play that they're working. There's the cutter. Shot. Score. They lined up in a straight line and brought the guy from the very top. So when he was behind the cage, he went to his left, and then the cutter up top went to his left. And then he sent it cross crease to a wide open cutter. Makes the score 18-10. Spire showing some life here in the second half. They didn't go away. It was 13-4 at halftime. So it's been about an even second half so far. Sent back by Masitis. Nice face-off win. Gets it back to Lowen Martin, who picks up the ground ball, gets it down for his touch. Putting the pressure on. Kuda spins out of it, gives it back to Martin, and now sends it over to Cronin. Wade's going to join in on the midfield. He's going to send it, I think, yep, he sends it behind the cage to Brennan Wright. Back out to Nick Kuda. Nick Kuda behind the cage to Wright. Brennan Wright. Ooh, looked like he had Wade, but he pulls it out. Cronin has it. Sweeps over the top. Still sweeps over the top. Shot and score! Got over the top and let one rip. Top right corner. Makes it 19-10. 24, Cade Cronin. That's his second of the day. Nice shot. He let one rip. High right-hand corner of the cage after he swept to his right. Fired it back across his body for the goal. Cougars up 19-10, 7:54 left in the game. Ferguson out for the draw. Andy Scott on the wing over here. Looks like maybe that's Charlie Boone over there. Can't really see. Ferguson wins it forward again. Doesn't pick up the ground ball, but it looks like he was held. So Cougars are going to have possession. Ferguson picks it up. Plays blown in. Wade has it. Sends it over to Charlie Boone. Now Cronin comes in for Ferguson. Ferguson's doing a nice job in the faceoff circle. Cronin has it up top. 7:30 and counting. Gives it over to Wade. Wade's going to go up top and switch with Cronin. Sends it over to Boone. Boone's going to sweep over the top. Sends it into the middle for Kuda. Kuda's getting swarmed over. Gets free and shoots and scores! Kuda did a nice job of getting free. Nick Kuda, number 3. First goal of the day. Puts the score at 20-10, Cougars. 7:19 left in the game. Nice job by Kuda. He got the ball in there at first. They swarmed around him. Did a nice job of getting out of that, finding some space, getting his hands free, and letting one rip. Letting one rip, as Danny says, huh? Well, we don't want to let nothing rip up here, but they can let it rip down there. Messidas, nice pullback. Then he picks up the ground ball and he feeds it back to DeLauro. Now gets it to Aiden Waller. Over to Matt Hart. Waller has it. They got to get it across. DeLauro still got to get it across. You got to get it across, guys. There's Waller. Sends it across to Petnich. Got it across. Petnich is going to work it down. He's got to try to get it into. He's got to get his touch, and he does. He had to work hard for that. Clear. Ooh. Petnich runs through a couple defenders. Gives it to Kuda. Up to Mockenhop. Now Kendall. To Mockenhop again. Mockenhop's going to stay up top. Gives it to Kendall on the wing. Sends it behind to Brendan Wright. Gives it to Mockenhop. Doesn't handle the pass. Ball's on the ground. Kuda's fighting for it. Scooped up. Nope. Still on the ground. Still on the ground. Kuda does come away with. No. It was Petnich who came away with it. Now. No, it was Mockenhop who came away with it. And now Petnich does have it. He goes behind the cage to X. Gives it over to, I can't make out that number, Kendall. Now Brendan Wright has it. Kendall's going to come in and get into the middle, right in. Coming into the middle. Petnich has it. Works out. Goes up top to Brad Horton, number 13. Brad Horton in the game. Gives it over to number 3, Nick Kuda. Kuda tries to get a screen. Nope. Runs down the alley. Gives it behind the cage to Brendan Wright. Brendan Wright from X. Dodges up. Comes up around. Gives it out top to Petnich. Over to Horton. Now Mockenhop. Behind the cage to Kuda. Just cycling the ball around, wasting a little bit of time, and the rain is really coming down. Petnich looked like he wanted to take a step down, but the Spire defense got in the lanes. Croson went in, subbed out, went in for Waller. 5 minutes left in the game. 20-10. Cougars. Rain is really coming down. Looks like Wright has it out there. He's going to work on a long stick. Circles back up, trying to get around. Sends it behind the cage to Kuda. Up There's Brad Horton. No, he doesn't step down. He gets pushed behind, still pushed behind. Flags are down. Flags are still down. Ground ball up into the air, picked up by Brennan Wright. Brennan Wright has it. Feeds it into the middle for Kendall. Shoots. Nice save by the goalie. Good play by Wright to get it to Kendall into the middle. Kendall had a nice low shot, but the goalie made a really nice save there. Good play by the Cougars. Real nice save by the goalie. So Cougars are going to be man up. Looks like they're going to keep Kendall out there. Looks like Horton is he? Yep, Horton's still out there. Mockenhop, Wright, Petnich, and Kuda. Mockenhop picks it up, gives it to Kendall. Bad pass, got room. Mockenhop's going to run it down. Petnich helped him by setting a screen into the. Oh, Kuda tried to go into the middle to right, deflected by the defense, but he regathers the get ball, gets it up top. Petnich now has it. Penalty's over. Evened up. Mockenhop has it. Brennan Wright drops it. Rain's starting to really play havoc on the passes. Mockenhop has it up top. Sweeps over the top. Lets one rip. Saved by the goalie. Backed up by Petnich. Cougars will maintain possession. 3:36 left in the game. Petnich has it. Gets a screen from Wright. Gives it to Kendall. Kendall gets around. Trying to work free. No. Gets it back up top to Mockenhop. Now Wright. Wright working on the defense. Gets it into the middle. Tried to feed it to Horton. I think they called him for a ward. Looked like Horton was in the crease also. Spire clears. Looking for a fast break. Latimer joins in on the defensive end. 3 minutes left in the game. 20-10 Cougars. Cross crease pass just out of the reach. Deflected by the Cougars. So Spire. Oh no, they gave it. Okay, so they did kind of. I thought maybe they were gonna. I thought it was deflected, but it wasn't. So Matt Hart has it. Matt Hart. No, bad pass. Gives it right to bounce shot, but backed up. Croson was closest. Croson was closest to it. Good job, Nate Croson. Good job, Nate Croson. Good to see you out there. Nate's a freshman. Mealy has it. Feeds it up for Mockenhop, just out of his reach. Horton battling for it, but Kendall scoops up the ground ball. Horton got knocked down. He's going to limp off the field. Ball is stripped on the ground. Kendall fighting for it, but Spire's going to pick up that ground ball. Trying to clear. They get it over midfield. 2:10 left in the game. Running on a fast break. Oh, try to behind the back pass. Again, Croson closest to it, so the Cougars will get possession. Matt Hart picks it up. Gives it to Croson. Croson working the ball up the field. Gives it to Mealy. Mealy, senior captain. Hobart commit. Gets it up the field to Ian Smith. Feeds it in the middle for Latimer. Has a hard time hanging on to it, but does keep it in bounds. And then he's pushed out. Spire pushed him out, so Spire gets the ball. 1:44 left in the game. Spire clears. Mockenhop gets in on defense. Latimer's in on defense. OBP comes back in. Looks like we have DeLoro down there, Mealy, and Matt Hart. Working around. Ooh, good save by Nate Croson. Good save by Nate Croson. Hey, let's give Dookie a treat for that one too, huh? Good save, Nate Croson. Spire has the ball up top. If you can't see in the film, the rain is really coming down, Danny. I'm glad we're up here in the booth, huh? Cougars doing a nice job on defense here in this quarter. Trying to get down the lane. Latimer cuts him off. Sends it back up top. Under a minute left. Mockenhop putting on the defensive pressure. Looks for a pass into the middle. Stripped by the Cougars. Ball's on the ground, but picked up by Spire. Ooh, had somebody on the doorstep, but didn't see him. Shot and scored. I think they caught him sleeping there. I think that was kind of like what we had in the first half, where they all stopped, except for the guy who scored the goal. I think that's what we just did right there. 44 seconds left. 20-11 Cougars. I don't know if it's quite cat and dogs out there raining, but it's coming down pretty hard, Danny. I don't know if it's considered cat and dog rain yet, but it's getting there. I think it's supposed to rain for like 2 more days straight. Like we need more wet weather around here, right? Ferguson out for the draw. Ferguson back between his legs. Does a nice job fighting for the ground ball. Still on the ground, and he scoops it. Leading the break. He's just going to pull it out, and we're going to get our touch. Number 10, Bryce Ferguson, with a nice job in the face-off circle tonight. Killian and Bryce did a real nice. Oh, he stripped, but Spire slips. Now they're going to call him. Now our helmet got knocked off there in the first half, and a little while ago, and they didn't call it. But now they're going to call it this time. So we got 19.9, so 20 seconds left in the game. Cougars up 20-11. Looks like Spire called a timeout. Ferguson's going to serve a penalty for, I guess, unnecessary roughness. He knocked the helmet off over there. I mean, we had a helmet knocked off a little while ago, and they didn't call it, But, yeah, James Kendall had his helmet knocked straight off his face, right? They didn't call that. But I guess sometimes when you're winning by 10, they have a little leeway one way and not the other. So we'd like to thank everybody for helping us out here tonight. Mrs. Kinderman, thanks again. You do a fantastic job up here keeping track of who scores goals. I try to do it by top of my head, but sometimes, man, there's so many goals scored that it's hard to say. Brendan Wright, 4 goals tonight. Charlie Boone, 4 goals tonight. Nathan Ward, 3. Jeremiah Wade, 2. Cronin with 2. Martin with 2. Petnich with 1. Andy Scott, defensive long stick, got a goal. And Nick Kuda has a goal. So 20 goals for the Cougars, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different goal scorers for 20 goals. That's nice balance by the Cougars tonight. And we always like to see the long sticks get involved with the goal scoring. We always like to see the long sticks. I was defense coordinator in football, so I'm a defensive guy. So I appreciate good defense, Mr. Scott, Mr. Mealy, Mr. Kuda. I know your 3 sons play defense, and we appreciate the defense, no doubt. Spire, 10 seconds left, looking to get a shot, one last shot on goal, feeds it down low, and he does put it between the wickets of Croson. You like that one, Danny? Huh? The wickets, huh? Isn't that a cricket? What's that cricket term? Wickets? Is it wickets? Cricket, right? Right? Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah. I watched a documentary one time on cricket. It was about a team in India. Yeah, but it wasn't the test matches. It was the short matches. That they. Yeah. It was interesting. It was really interesting. Yeah. So Masitis with the fast break win. He's going to shoot over the goal, and that's time. And that'll bring an end to the game. Cougars win 20-12. We appreciate everybody being with us here tonight. We appreciate y'all out there in live stream land listening to me. I know I can be a handful, and my voice gets tiring sometimes. But come on back on Saturday and join us again. 4 p.m. start. We will be here. Hope to see you soon. Have a good night.